Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to one of podcast. The podcast where we jump into some of the difficult questions. Those questions that most cases you are probably afraid to ask. We ask them on this platform. And tonight it's no different from a normal podcast. Marriage versus after children. Talking about marriage before kids and after kids. Marriage before kids and after you have the children. Know that. Okay, we're talking about something that should honestly come with a government warning. It's supposed to come with the government warning label. Marriage before and after children. Because let's be real, marriage before kids and marriage after kids are not the same. They are not the same at all. In fact, sometimes I wonder if they are even the same institution. They are the same institution. Before kids, marriage was like a different animal, a sleek, well-fed, slightly pampered house cat. It's like you wake up whenever you want, to gentle home of your own thoughts. You know what I mean? Breakfast was a leisure affair, maybe a croissant, maybe a philosophical debate about the meaning of life, whether you should finally try that new fusion restaurant, maybe something like that, or maybe you have to go on a date night, or maybe something. You know what I mean? It was fun. Date nights were an institution, spontaneously planned, elaborate, simple. It's just like they were the bedrock of your existence. You know what I mean? You talk for hours about everything and nothing. You were two perfectly aligned planets or fighting each other in a beautiful, predictable, like, you know what I mean, dance. You were like, you and your partner, everything was rosy. It was like fun. You know what I mean? It was there. You look at each other across a candlelight table and think, oh God, this is it. This is forever. And it's going to be so easy. The shocking truth. They call it, and it is the truly, because no one really tells you that the person you marry, the one you swear eternal devotion to, will suddenly become a co-parent. And that's not a bad thing, right? It's not. Not at all. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just different. The conversation shift from sensationalism to diaper brands, all of that, from dreams of exotic travel to the logistic of daycare, drop off, all of that, everything start changing. The conversation start changing, all that. From whispered events, whispered sweet nothing, from instructions about who is on night duty. I'm trying to say, marriage before kids and marriage after you have kids. I said that before kids, before you had kids, marriage was fun. It was fun. You wake up whenever you want. You had your breakfast. Everything was rosy. Everything was fine. plan the travels and all that, everything. Just what I'm saying. Was a different animal. Was a different sleek, well fed, slightly pampered house cat. You wake up whenever you want to a gentle home of your own thought. You're thinking. Breakfast was a leisure after. It was a leisure affair, everything. Maybe just like, take a croissant or something like that. Maybe, you know what I mean? Philosophical debate. You like thinking, talk, you're in a partner, you guys are just something like that chat. Date nights were institution, spontaneously planned, elaborate, simple. They were the bedrock of your existence. You talk for hours. You guys chat, everything and nothing. You were just two perfectly aligned planets. You were just there, orbiting each other in a beautiful, predictable dance. You look at each other as a candlelight and think, oh, this is it. This is forever. It's going to be so easy. What are we talking about? Marriage before and after kids. Okay. So if it's the first time you're coming across one of these one of podcast on this platform, we talk about family issues, relationship, and culture. All right. Okay. I'm going to put the number on the screen for you to like to join us on this program. If you want to call to join on the WhatsApp number +447449823876. That's the number to join the program. Or you can put on the comment section your thoughts, your opinion, what we're discussing. And the topic we're talking about this evening is just marriage before kids versus after kids. The simple truth. How I would like to get your opinion, your experience as well. Put it on the comment section. Or you can call us and let us know, your experiences. All right. Let's crack on. Marriage before kids is sweet. Let, let me tell you the truth. Let no one deceive you. Okay. It's so sweet. It's like living inside a rom-com. Okay. Every night it's Netflix and chill. You guys are like, put on Netflix, you just relax, put your legs on the table, chill with maybe some popcorns and some ice coke, something like that. You know what I mean? You are whispering sweet nothings, rubbing each other's feet. Do you understand? And experience, experimenting with some positions you only saw on TikTok, yoga challenges. Life is good. Life is good. No disturbance. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you put the remote is there. Nobody's gonna touch it. You know where the remote is. You know where your books are. Everything is arranged. The house is clean. Very, very clean. Nothing. You understand? The what I'm trying to say is that life is good. Then you have children, and suddenly Netflix is gone. It's not that there's no more Netflix or some. No, it's gone. What I mean by it's gone is like now you're fighting who's going to be on the telly. You're fighting who's going to hold the remote because them children they are screaming. They want to watch their program, right? And then the only thing streaming in your house is breast milk, baby tears, your own silent cry for help. You understand what I mean? I say, because you need to. When they're screaming, they're crying, the baby's crying. What do? Put on YouTube, put them on the telly, in front of the telly, and put some of them, kids program under that. It's gonna be there, watching all that. So that your favorite series, that your favorite sitcom and all that is gone because the baby wants to watch the telly. The baby wants to focus. The baby don't want to cry. Baby don't want to cry. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember, remember, it was Rosie. It was all cool. It's like, you know what I mean? You are there rubbing each other's feet and all that. It's gone. It's gonna rub kids. Because when the kids they was immediately they come. That time you won't like sitting, putting, rubbing each other's feet and all that. The baby will start screaming, crying. They need attention. They need attention. You have to go. Evening, you have to go. What are you talking about? Marriage before kids versus marriage after kids. Okay. Then you ask me, what about the romance? Before kids, you wear, your wife will just wear that lingerie, sexy. Sometimes even like they go just be like, they don't wear anything, just going around the house everywhere. I get what I'm saying. So you hold each other in the kitchen, you hold each other in the sitting room, you hold each other in the bath, you hold each other everywhere, everywhere. You don't, you're not afraid of who's gonna open your door anytime. You're not afraid of who's gonna like, pop in because it's just two of you, right? So you do whatever you want to do. Go around everywhere. She's gonna be on her lingerie, and you're gonna be on your boxes and everything, going around. It was fun. It was lovely, romantic. Everything was. You know what I mean? So right then, after kids, she started wearing a big t-shirt with spaghetti stains on it. Okay, and one sleeve's missing sometimes. You know what I mean? You go from Victoria's Secret to Mama Struggles. Okay, before kids, romance is on autopilot. It's on autopilot. Candlelight dinner. You know what I mean? Weekends getaway. You run away looking for hotel, home, country to go to, everything. Shouting, screaming, baby, let's try that new restaurant. Let's try that new restaurant. Everything is vibes, solid. You're even calling each other cute names. You know what I mean? Sweetheart, sugar plum, zaddy. Do you understand? It was romantic. It was fun because it was just two of you, right? It was just two of you, right? And whatever, if you put your phone on the table, it's gonna be there. You come back, he's there. You know what I mean? Everything was solid. You understand? Calling each other baby, baby, sweetheart, sugar plums. You understand? You know, baby, let's go on a date tonight. Let's go on a date tonight. You can just decide, you're just gonna go on a date. Then you're gonna start each other which where, which restaurant is it? Are we going want us to go on cinema or what do you want to do? Where? African restaurant or one exotic French restaurant? You understand? So you know what I mean? Let's go on a date tonight, sweetheart. Let's go. Then after kids, babe, do you think sharing Sri-Lak at 2 a.m. counts at a date? 2 a.m. The baby's crying, baby's screaming, baby's hungry. And the funniest thing is that sometimes, if you don't have much experience, if it's the first time you guys having a kids, I know that maybe there's no parent around, and then the baby is crying, screaming, shouting, Both of you will be confused because you don't know why the baby is crying. Why is the baby crying? The baby was just sleeping. He was just sleeping. All, all I said, just like that. Suddenly, people start screaming, doing their legs like this, put the legs up, screaming, screaming. And then you both of you are looking at each other's faces. What's going on? What happened? Did you touch it? Say no. Did you touch him? No. What happened? Everything was quiet. Then what happened? And then you touch the baby and carry the baby up, and you don't know what really is going on because both of you are looking at each other. You don't really know what happened because the baby just ate about 1 hour ago, and now screaming, screaming. The tongues are doing just like that. You don't know what's going on. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. One Sri Lanka. That's why you ask each other. Maybe do you think sharing Sri Lanka at 2 a.m. counts as a date? Because after kids, romance becomes logistics. You don't say sweetheart anymore. You say, did you pack the diaper bag? You start asking each other questions. You are not sending love text during the day. You are sending voice notes like, please buy Sri Lanka on your way from work. This this child starts before this child starts another protest. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like sending that love text during the day. How was your day? It was lovely, and all that. You're thinking about me, and then she'll reply and say, "Yeah, I've been thinking about you. Last night was amazing. I can't wait to see you when I come back." Now the babies are around now. The taste will change. Please buy Sri Lanka. Buy babies food on your way home before the child starts what? Another protest because their protest is amazing. When they start their protest, ooh, if you don't have that conscience, if you don't have, you don't have the heart when they start crying, their protest. I'm telling you, you run away from the house. And she will tell you, I've been with the baby since morning. I want to rest. Can you carry the baby? And it looks like if the baby doesn't even like to see your face. Don't like seeing your voice. Don't even hearing your voice. Nothing. Don't touch me. And once you lay hands on the baby, they will say, oh, the cry would increase. It's like, they put more like, how will I say, vibration and all that. The baby was screaming and you dump the baby there. Baby, I don't know what's wrong with the baby. I don't know what is wrong. It looks like he doesn't like me and all that. And she'll be like, come on. I've been with this baby since morning. I'm tired. I want to rest. I want to sleep. Can you take the baby? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Romance becomes logistics. Okay? Everything out of the window. Of the window. You know what I'm saying? Those romantic voices, romantic notes, text messages, and all that. If you guys don't, if you're not careful, it's all gone. All gone. What are we talking about? Marriage before kids versus marriage after kids. What are your experiences? Let me know. Put on the comment section or you can call me. The number that is on the screen. Okay, that's the number here. +44 744 9823876. So WhatsApp number. Just call me. Okay, or you can put your thought on the comment section. Talking about marriage before kids and after kids. So what are the changes? What are those things that happen? What are your experiences? What are your experiences? Okay. We already like touched the romance side of it. All right. So what about your sleep? What about your sleep? You know how it is. There's some people that they love sleep. They love their sleep. They don't want any disturbance. They don't even when there are some of them that are like once they put their head on the pillow, they're gone. Their sleep is straight away. If you're that kind of person, oh, lucky you. You understand? And if you are those ones that you need to read a book, you need to meditate, you need to like think about your ex or something like that before you go to sleep. Ah, I think it's gonna be very very. I mean, you guys, you and the kids gonna like be be in good terms. It's gonna work out for you. Okay, what am I trying to say? Sleep, forget it. Before kids, you stay up all night, you know, making love, romantic, all that all night, everywhere. Kitchen, sofa, bath, everywhere, all night, all night. But immediately the kids arrive, you stay up all night making deals with the toddler. Who refuses to sleep? The toddler refuses to sleep unless Coquemelon is playing at full volume. You guys are making deals. You're negotiating with the toddler. You're negotiating with they don't like I said to you earlier, that remote is no more yours anymore. Okay? Now it's up to Coquemelon. Coquemelon is playing. And you have to put it on full volume because you don't want your neighbors to like, know what is going on. Because the baby is screaming, shouting, he's screaming, they're screaming. Okay? So you have to negotiate. You have no choice. You have no choice. Let me tell you the truth. I swear, babies don't sleep. They just take short breaks from crying. They take short breaks from crying. When they cry and cry and cry, they get tired. They rest. They take a break. They are trying to get more energy. And sometimes when they are on their break, maybe they will put their mouth in mommy's puppy and they're taking in some energy. They're like refilling themselves. They refill and refill and refill and refill and refill. Sometimes, they just like pretending they're taking a nap. They are not taking a nap. They're just taking a break. And once the puppy is out of their mouth, what do you say? What? They will start again screaming because mommy want to sleep. She's tired. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. She put cocomelon. The baby doesn't want to watch. She's done this, done that. They put puppy. Baby's taking a nap. She just taking maybe again taking a nap. No, his baby's resting. You are looking the same thing. You're looking at each other. Now you've you have to bring out all your deals, like dealing skills and all that. Negotiation skills, all of them are gonna have to come out because the baby doesn't want to sleep. It's crying. And now what do you do? Trying to like make a deal. Don't worry. Tomorrow, don't worry, tomorrow you watch all the Cocomelon. You watch all the series, everything you want to watch. Don't tomorrow is just let us sleep. Let us just go to sleep. Maybe for like 4 hours. Tomorrow you watch everything you want to watch. You're negotiating with the toddler. You're negotiating with the baby. They don't sleep. They don't sleep. Marriage before kids versus marriage after kids. What are your own experience? Let us know in the comment section because everybody have their own experience. You got experiences. Maybe some people they are lucky. They have family members that can like help around. Mom can come in. and stay with them, stay with the baby. You understand? So mommy can just take the baby and let you guys to go and sleep. You understand? You know, something like that. But if your mommy is not around, you have to deal with the baby. You have to deal with the baby. You have no choice. You have no choice. Okay. What about your finances? What about your finances? Finances change too. Definitely will change. Okay. Because before kids, should we buy an iPhone or the Samsung, or should you like, get a new microwave, or get, like you can buy whatever. You can like get whatever you want to get. Can we just go to Ibiza, can get a ticket? You buy ticket, you guys jetting off. You're going where you want to go to. You're going to get to, you know, uh, go to Paris. You just straight away get the ticket. You're going, not thinking about nothing. You're on your way. You're out there. I'm talking about before kids, before they arrive. So all you ask is, should we buy? The other person will say, it's okay. They will concur. No worries. It's okay. Get it. They'll buy. So you save for Paris. Before kids, money is about enjoyment, vacation, gadget, fine dining, all of that. You just wake up, think about it. Should we go to Dubai this December? Once the money is available, on your way, get a ticket. That's the way it goes. Then after kids, once the kids arrive, the question will change. The conversation will change. Because should we buy Pampers, Huggies, or just wash the old clothes? You know the old clothes, the ones that they wore before. Should we wash them again? It's just like, you know what I mean? This money now, should we use it to buy Pampers? Or are we going to use it to buy Huggies? Or just like, go full time with the wash and rinse, like clothes system. We wash it, you rinse it, you dry it, you put it back on, something like that. Vacations, please. The only the only trip you are you're thinking or talking about is what? Pediatrician office. That's when you want to go. You understand? So after kids, the only maybe like you saving money. Most of the money you're saving is all about what is for school fees. Those of those of us that came from the third world, do you know what I'm talking about? Is you saving for school fees, because their school fees keep on like, getting expensive. Saving for books, you're saving for the clothing, you're saving for all of that before even like start thinking about yourself. Saving for food, shopping, groceries, everything increase. And the funniest thing is that kids' food are not cheap. They are not cheap. Okay? If someone tell you that it's cheap, no, they are not. It goes like this. Quick. Goes like this. Quick. And just wake up one morning and just take your bag and say you want to go on vacation. No, we have to plan it. And some people are still planning. Till today, they are still planning. They want to go on vacation. They are still planning. You understand what I mean? So those days where she would just wake up one morning and say to you, I need a new iPhone. Should we buy a new iPhone or something like that? Nah, this time before you think about that, you have to like think about the kids first. You have to like think about the kids first before you make that kind of decision. Okay. So like it's not like should we buy an iPhone or Samsung? You have to think. You have to think. Okay. It's like if you're just joining us, if you're coming in, we are talking about marriage before kids and marriage after kids arrive. What are the changes? What are your experiences? How adapting? How are you what are those things like, what I mean? Talking about your finances, talking about your sleep patterns and all that. You talked about your romance and all that. How was it? What are the experiences? How do you see it? Is there any changes? Did you guys start arguing? What are those things? Especially when it comes to sleep. Okay, when the baby wake up at 2 a.m. at midnight, start like protesting. How do you handle it? Did you call the cops? Did you call the neighbors to come and help you out? Because a baby, they are protesting. And their protest is honest protest, right? So how did you deal with it? How did you deal with it? Did it give you nightmares when you remember that it's getting to 7 p.m. at night? Do you have anxiety? Were you anxious? Because some people, once you get into 7 p.m., they become anxious. They start having anxiety. They start having panic attack. And you wonder what is going on. Their colors start changing, everything. Sweating, having headache. And you're asking them, are you okay? What's going on? Are you all right? Some of them, they will lie to you and say, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. It's nothing, but they are not okay. They're not fine. Why? Because they're afraid. They're afraid of babies. They're afraid of their kids. They're afraid of the toddlers that they don't sleep at night. Those toddlers, they don't sleep. They only take short breaks from crying. So the cry is what they are anxious about. The cry is what they are like, they're having the anxious, all those that. That's what they are having. Okay. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to make a contribution
All right.
on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to me, it depends.
Okay.
From my before, before kids,
Mm-hmm.
then before kids, you know, sometimes when two couples see themselves, they got married,
Mm.
is is they are trying to build a family in that relationship, in that marriage. When there is no kid, the expenses and the good time and everything
Mm.
is economical based on when you have kids. So I see that when there is no kids, it's a time of merriment, enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. You have time to plan, take your wife many places because you have less less projects because the kids are coming. Why why
Mm-hmm.
you're hungry? See that you enter kitchen, make and go out and enjoy. Two of you can go comfortably, enjoy yourself, come back, understand?
Mm-hmm.
But when there is kids in the house,
Yeah.
the kids, when the kids say they are hungry,
Mm.
you can't tell the kids, let's go because those want to take them, they can eat the man do everything.
Mm.
You see that when the kids are not there, you have time to flex.
Yeah.
You have time for yourself. When the kids are not there, two of you can go go for a picnic,
Mm-hmm.
go for expensive, or when there is fees, you think of paying the school fees, keeping the fees, doing this, doing that. So you see that the expenses are much. And in the night, that comfortability you have when you are single are not there.
Mm.
Like let me tell you my first experience when I got married,
Mm.
me and my wife, we are having good time now to relax, no disturbance, anything you want to eat, if it is in the street, you prepare to do. But when we now the in the night, only the cry alone. So imagine me, the peak of the night,
Mm.
let me and go and rest so that you will live for me. That kind of try to make baby I was there so that that person should should not take care. So,
That was nice. Okay.
so so if you compare the two, you see when before kids, you know, in a home, kids are blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody will say if not married or not have kids. Nobody. Kids or those but after that, man, single, you and your wife, man, it's more than when the kids are in.
Mm.
So anything that has something, because when you have much kids, your wife will not see that you're not giving her much attention.
Mm-hmm.
She will not say that one wife that have divided into now one. But that time you do not focus on
Mm.
anything you do. If you did include that way, it's not again. But any guy that wants less will prepare for the like,
Okay. Yeah. 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 That was lovely. Thank you for your. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. The line is vacant now. You can go through, or you can put on the comment section your experiences as well. We're gonna read them out. All right. Yeah. What about, because we have not looked into the bedroom? Like what he was saying, he said that before kids, they can stay in, relax, and do adult stuff and all that. You understand? So that's what we're talking about, the bedroom. Before kids, the bed was for passion. The bed was for passion. Two adults in love. The bedroom is a sanctuary. Just two adults in love with all the time in the world. No disturbance. You're not looking outside. You're not looking like over your shoulder or something like that. You can just relax and do whatever you want to do, right? It's easy. Then after kids immediately they arrive, the bedroom become a refugee camp. It become a refugee camp. Is you, your partner, and one child sleeping horizontal. Like they are auditioning for karate. Stuff like sometimes they have their different kind of style. You know what I mean? Your child, how they sleep. Three bottles and the faint smell of baby powder. Some of them they will just put pap in their mouth, they put their legs in there, they put their legs on you, put their legs on their mama on top of nobody's making any moves. It's finished. It's gone in the middle. That is it. Any moves, they are awake. I remember both of you are afraid because you don't have you sometimes that negotiation skills and all that. Some you are tired. So you just let them relax. You don't want any problem. Okay? You're not even sure whose blanket is whose anymore. You, your wife, the baby, and stuff. You know what I mean? Everything is just like that. Nobody knows who has which anymore. Just like because you're tired. Tired. What we're talking about before before the kids arrive and after they arrive. What are the experiences? What changes? Okay. What about the arguments? The arguments is top notch. Before they arrive, the arguments are just simple. Why didn't you call me back? Why didn't you text me back? Okay. What really happened? How was your day? You didn't ask me how was my day. It was, the argument, it wasn't much. Do you understand? Then after kids, once they arrive, why didn't you change the diaper when you clearly smelled it? You smelled the stuff, you smell it, and you know that it was smelling. So why didn't you change it? And that one will be like, I didn't smell anything. I didn't know. You knew. You saw the smell. Didn't you see the baby? You all the time. That's what you normally do. You pretend as if you didn't see it. You didn't smell it. And that obviously, the what are you talking about? Since yesterday. Okay. Yeah, hello, can you let me know if you guys can stay hearing me? Just let me know in the comments. Just the comment that you hearing what I'm just like stay here with us. Okay. So you argue, the arguments change, everything changes and all that. You know what I mean? So the argument change. We didn't change diapers and all that. You didn't start arguing with her all the time. Asking you, why didn't you change the diaper? And you'll be like, yeah, you didn't smell it. But it changed it for you. You understand? Okay. What about the body changes? That one is I think that was the killer. The body changes, talking about the body changes. Okay. You know how it is. Before the kids arrive, you have that six packs. As a guy, you always go to the gym, you got six pack and all that, got your flat tummy, curve shape enough, like to enjoy somebody. The skin smooth like butter. Okay. All of that. You know what I mean? You're go gymming all the time. You're in top notch. You're in shape. Both of you. Sometimes you go together to gym, running, everything. Spending time together about your physics, the food, and everything. Do you understand? But immediately the kids arrive, s- see some stretch marks. You see those love handles, a belly that looks like you've hosted, maybe like you hosted a wrestling match. The belly is getting like bigger and bigger on a daily basis, and your husband don't even like laugh. They be like, "Oh, come on, let's just say gravity is undefeated, right? Got that stretch marks, it shows up there, the belly. You're tying wrapper, you're putting all the stuff. Now you even ashamed of like getting naked. You're ashamed of like showing yourself anymore. You understand what I mean? Because of what? The belly is changed. Everything has changed. You got some stretch mark. Your body changes and all that. Some ladies, you see that immediately after the baby, they was come out. They start adding weight. So their hands changes and everything. They start having those Christian mother hands and all that. You know what I mean? So their faces, everything change. And when they look at themselves on the mirror, they will not recognize themselves anymore. They start wondering what is really going on. That is not them anymore. You understand? Right? I don't know if it's happening to you. Because of what? Some of you, you get that sympathy weight and start looking pregnant with your wife. I'm talking about the guys. Because of the baby, sleepless night, food changes, everything. You start adding weight. Where? Your belly. It looks as if maybe you are pregnant with your wife. You know what I mean? Don't deny it. You know your jeans don't fit like they used to anymore. Your woman clothes change style like, doesn't fit like they used to anymore. You understand? Things change. Talking about your body start changing. Start changing. Okay? Sleep at night. Most places you sleep late. Watch time much like watching movies before the kids arrive. I'm talking about before those kids arrive. You guys still watching movies and all that at night, laughing, cuddling, and other things like everything coming out together. But once they arrive, everything changes. Not because of the romance. No, you are negotiating with your child all the time. You understand what I mean? We're asking marriage before kids and marriage after kids. What are the changes? What are those things? The truth, the experiences that you had. Because here is where it gets a little bit controversial. Some couples secretly they miss life before kids. Some of them, when you ask them, they will say they miss their life before those kids arrive. Like what the gentleman called, he said that marriage, once you're in marriage, that kids is part of it. You get married to have kids, to have offspring. Okay. But there are some people that they miss that life before the kids. They love their kids, but let's not lie. Some of you look at your single friends posting, their beach pictures, they're posting on their outings and everything on Instagram, and just like you whisper, God, when? Meanwhile, you're at home trying to convince a 3-year-old that rice and stew is not poison because they went to school, they came back, you prepare food, rice and stew that they've been eating for a while. Then they will tell you that in their school they told them that it's not good, that is a poison. And now you're trying to convince them that rice and stew is not poison. Yeah, you bring your negotiation skills again. You understand? What are we talking about? Marriage before kids is a honeymoon. Is a honeymoon. Many people they take their time to enjoy that honeymoon. Take their time to enjoy that time together. Because immediately our kids arrive, it becomes a straight away, it becomes a hostage situation. You understand? Hostage situation. The only difference is that your kidnappers, they call you mommy and daddy. It's more like survival, like survival reality shows where contestants they call you mommy and daddy. All right, everyone, your life changes. You don't have our control of your life anymore. You're thinking everything change, everything. All right, but the good part is that children are a blessing. Children are a blessing. They're blessing, Sha. Seriously, they are a blessing. They bless your life in mysterious ways by taking your money, taking your time, even taking your sex life. Your intimacy, they will still take it. Okay? But leaving you with the memories. They leave you with memories, they leave you with love, they leave you with a house that it smells permanently of baby. You know what I mean? Baby powder and frustration. You understand? Your house changes, the paint, everything change, your chair changes, everything change. Why? Because of your kids, because of your children. And some people, some elderly that their children have grown, leave their home, everything. They still like, remembering the memories. They are sometimes now they are missing those kids. They are missing those cry, they are missing those laughter, they are missing those, you know what I mean? Like, shouting and all that. They are missing asking about where their remote is, asking about what their phone is and all that because there's nobody there now to like argue with. There's nobody there to negotiate with. They're all gone. Those kids, they're all gone. They're grown. You understand? So if you have kids, enjoy them while it lasts. Negotiate with them when they're crying. If you want to cry with them, cry with them. If you want to laugh with them at the same time. You understand? If they want to watch a Cocomelon till tomorrow morning, watch with them. They want to watch all the series, no problem. Let them watch. Watch with them. You understand what I mean? Because life changes. Life goes so quick. As life goes in and they're eating, finishing all the whole food, they are growing. And as they are growing, they are getting ready to leave. Their life characters start changing at the same time. So they want to go. They want to leave, have their own life. So you have to enjoy it. You understand? Okay. This is where we're going to stop this evening. I appreciate all of you that tune in and those that called and all that. I appreciate you guys. Okay. If you enjoy this, if you enjoy tonight podcast and all that, share it with your friends. There are some couples that you know that they are pretending everything is still romantic. Okay. Or after they're having their baby and all that. There are some of them that you see that yeah, every time they posting pictures and all that after they're having their kids, they're still like pretending and all that. Well, spoiler alert, it's not. They're experiencing the same thing like others. Okay. Just share the broadcast with them and all that. Share it on your contact. Okay. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, one on YouTube, and click on the notification. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay. Okay. That's all. We're going to stop. And that note, I feel you have just like bid you guys farewell. See you next week, Friday, on another topic. Have a lovely weekend. God bless.